I was expecting with a Legion invasion, and this is one of those things I'm kind of disappointed about with Legion. When they said the Legion were invading Azeroth again, I thought it was going to be on the scale of like, what happened with the Cataclysm. Like zones were going to change, quest lines were going to change, stuff like that was going to go on, and it was going to be a monumental change. But that didn't happen. The Legion invasion really only happened really in the months, in the month or so leading up to the release of the expansion, with their little invasion spots where you go around the world and fight off, demons and bosses and stuff like that. But nothing changed, The leveling zones are still trapped in Cataclysm, and if you're playing a Draenei or a Blood Elf, you're still stuck in Burning Crusade. So, in my opinion, this would have been the perfect time with this Legion expansion. This would have been the perfect time to change the world again, redesign some of your zones to show the effects of the Legion attacking again. It would have been perfect. I thought that kind of shit was going to happen, but then it didn't end up happening, and I was like, well, that's kind of boring. When that didn't happen, I was kind of disappointed. I really, really was. But that, in my opinion, needs to happen now, because I kind of hope with Battle for Azeroth it does kind of happen to an extent, because the Forsaken are losing the Undercity, and the Night Elves are losing their tree. So, in my opinion, this is the perfect time to redo some of the leveling zones, change their landscapes up, change their quest lines up. Because if the Horde is losing the Undercity, then why should the Forsaken still be allowed to level in Tirisfal Glades, or even Silverpine for that matter, if the Alliance is taking down the Undercity? Aesthetically and story-wise, that doesn't make sense. Like if you see in the opening cinematic, the Alliance tearing down the Undercity, and then suddenly you're a Forsaken and you spawn up in your grave, and once again you're back in Cataclysm. From a storytelling perspective to the player, it's like, wait, what? Wait, that doesn't make sense. I just saw the Undercity get wrecked, but yet here I am in the starting zone of the Forsaken. So in my opinion, the starting zones need to change. The starting zones need to change for Battle for Azeroth, especially for the Forsaken and for the Night Elves. That needs to change. And really for everybody, go ahead and change it up a little bit, do some new things with it, especially since we're getting, integrating allied races into it, showing that they have not necessarily starting zones that they level in, because they're already level 20, and the main point of them is to have a level 20 and get them out into the world. But in my opinion, the original key classes, humans, dwarves, gnomes, night elves, Draenei, Gilneans, or Morgan, and then orcs, Tauren, trolls, blood elves, and Forsaken, and goblins. All, in my opinion, they need their starting quest zones changed. They need to change those up so it can, story-wise, make sense to what the hell's going on with Battle for Azeroth, since so many monumental changes are apparently happening. Like, have Sylvanas start raising undead. Like, help, you could have her start raising undead at like Tirgar Keep or something like that, or for the Forsakens to pop up, or have them shovel over a bunch of corpses in their boats when they retreat from from the Eastern Kingdoms into Kalimdor, and just be raising them from there, or some shit like that. I don't know, or raise them, do a scenario where you're being raised on the field as the Undercity is being taken down. I don't know. Do something different. Something to that effect. Or, do something different with the orcs that could introduce, like, the upright orcs or the upright trolls. Or, I don't know. Just, shit like that. That's the kind of stuff, in my opinion, that I think could add a whole lot more depth to the game, and would really encourage people to want to make more alts. Because right now, I don't want to, in retail WoW, I don't want to make any more damn alts right now, because I am so damn tired of leveling in Cataclysm style leveling, zones, because the whole entire world right now, with the exception of the Broken Isle, Miss Pandaria, Northrend, and Outland, everything else, the rest of the world is stuck in Cataclysm. And that was 1, 2, 3, that was 4 expansions ago, and we're still stuck there. So you want to make a big monumental change to Azeroth for Battle for Azeroth that I think would really please the fans. Blizzard, change the leveling zones, change the quest lines up, change the starting zones to have it reflect what's currently going on. And I think that would be a really cool thing.